Alright, now I believe this is where we left off last time. It's been kind of a year since I recorded. But thanks to the skill I possess of watching old videos that I've previously made, I've been able to get back where we were. Because the save was corrupted, and I had to load a quick save that was 15 minutes back. So yeah, hi again. Oh yeah, there's something I want to check. So if I go to my inventory, I was playing another game of KOTOR where I managed to get some really nice armor on the first planet, and even though I was playing a Jedi, I still wore it even though it restricted some of my force powers. Such nice armor. You don't even know. He is an immovable rock, Cellcath, I'll tell you that. Did I get some buffs? I did.
Sure.
Good for you, Joel. Courtyard. Where's the hotel? That's information that I require. I enjoy doing that way too much. But it's just a flourish. I've actually learned a lot about Star Wars recently. Back when I was recording this for parts. Oh, here we go.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Anyways, but yeah, I'm not familiar with the 7 forms of lightsaber combat. I know that would be considered Jarkai, dual fencing. I don't know. She'd probably be Jem Soa or Taru. He'd probably be Nyman. But obviously the game doesn't. Star Wars. Okay, KOTOR 2 actually lets you specify if you want to use like Shicho, Makashi, or Sarisu in the first 3 forms. Personally, I don't know, I'm speaking Greek to anyone who has no idea what I'm talking about, but I think that Sarisu combined with the Taru is probably the most effective combination of forms, and that Obi-Wan used it, and that he was almost never bested in sword combat. It was always force powers that got through to him. Until he was old and decrepit and he got his ass beat by Vader.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
Yes, through you.
But remember what we did to Taris. Maybe you're next on our list.
I was fucking on Terrace. You fools. I was there. I survived it. It was like 1 of 5 people to survive it, in fact. I mean, neither the other two or the other ones aren't with me, but I'm telling you, they exist. Where the hell am I going?
You got any armor plating for my spook bike?
Don't trust Authorians.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
He's an asshole.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
I'll punch you in the face. I really do. What's up, dude? I'll just introduce myself. The left foot's pretty good too. Yes, Gelfa. That line you just said reminds me of something else. I can't remember what. Oh. Oh no. Sorry about that. Droid heavy planning. Wow. I had no. Wow. I did not know these existed. Well, one thing's for sure. I'm gonna buy some of those because I've always found the little droid-mounted weapons to be extremely useful. What else? Targeting computer. Blaster pistol. Wow. Alright, well, I'm gonna grab this for like HK. Jeez, defense bonus 11? Oh man, that's expensive, but I gotta have it. That might not make a lot of sense considering the way I play, that I use a lot of non-force users, but you know, I've been considering switching to a more diverse team because we've been using, you know, Jolie and Juhani for a while now. So let's go do that actually. Party selection. Oh no. Yeah, no school today. High school sucks. All right. You know what? Yeah, let's bring HK. I was just talking about him. Gotta love HK. Although actually, I think I'm gonna replace Juhani with Jolie because he's pretty awesome. Let's be honest. He's like the funny old grandpa / uncle that you've always wanted. All right, now HK, I have a present for you, and you may or may not. 4 to 11, dude. That's some skill. Okay. So it does need additional stuff, but it's good to have. Just, you know, justify my purchase. It's a flamethrower. HK is pretty cool.
Sure.
Although, I don't know, I never liked how they just kind of proliferated the HK-51 model of the droid in later years, but never really brought HK back. I mean, they did in KOTOR 2, but not really in certain other. This looks like a combat area. Just gonna point that out. Man, I need to do some modifications to my lightsabers. I have an idea.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Firaxans.
Firax?
Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
Preparing for the trial, dumbass. Sorry, I'll turn to another swearing.
Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know... Go. Stay.
Sorry, I cut that
Doesn't
off.
matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
Jerk. Alright, now, I need to find out if I have the quest. Mercenaries. Missing Silkath. Just to find out what has been happening to them. Alright, that quest, I believe, can get me into the Sith Embassy, which would be a boon to our success. So, let's work on doing that quest. Speed. Wow, the frame rate drops when I use this from like 90 to 30. I guess the blur effect takes up
I have
some
no desire to
work.
speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
I didn't... What? I didn't even...
I have no desire to speak to you.
I didn't click on you. I walked within 20 feet of you and you assumed I wanted to speak to you? That's pretty self-centered. Oh. I didn't know people were so bad. Swoop van. Who are you?
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay donga tulpada bonk molya gando da nago chuchut. Moga shampungpa bolawan na chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabist.
I get it. Yeah, I don't really feel like talking to you. And I'm not going to do a swoop race because I don't want to. There's so many games that I don't enjoy, and that is in fact one of them. So let's just avoid doing that. Sorry, I'm a bit sick right now. But it's no problem because that's the entire reason why I can record. I need to take stock a little bit. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Turn to Evan Hawk. Because I want to make some modifications to my lightsaber. And in addition, our objective is right around the Evan Hawk. So, win-win. So, Canderous. Mission. You're kind of a bland character, now that I think about it. You know, the camera gets really weird as soon as you walk in here. Now, where is our weapon modification station? Station of modification. Don't worry, we shall prevail. Did we get rid of this guy yet? What's in here? Okay, if all our storage containers are empty, do we just like starve whenever we're in the middle of harbor space? So we just this Alright, well, I'll have to carry about a bit of an inquisition, I guess. What's up, Jolie? What the... It's a little creepy, I think about it, but, it's all fine. Now... am I using this? Alright. Well... I'm going to change out this yellow crystal for actually a red crystal, because I think... Actually, I also need to check. Cancel. Massive criticals. Do I have... No, I don't. Anyways. Because I think the combination of blue and red actually looks really cool. And I don't know. I mean, I think the stereotype blue and green, you know, that everyone uses is just kind of boring. So, why not? Switch it up. What are you up to?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process.
Try and get up to,
I only ask that you be oh so very careful,
correct.
Master. I am too valuable and well crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Well, I am kind of inept.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels.
Cross the fingers.
Now close the last panel.
Damn it.
I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
What's my repair skill? Let's look at that. Skills, repair. That's not very good.
Yeah, what do you want?
He actually has a story that relates to the Yuzhong Vong, which I had no idea until very recently that he did. Which is very interesting, because the Yuzhong Vong War is one of my favorite EU story arcs for Star Wars. Just because of the nature of it, you know. In a universe where there are aliens and they're part of society, what's alien to that? Well, something extragalactic. Well, I need to level up. Get my repair skill going. First, there's a stowaway on our ship. But if they try to attack us, I'm pretty sure they will die because, you know, we're pretty cool. I love Jolie. Let's speak to him.
Something on your mind?
Yeah, you did just kind of show up because you gave kind of a vague argument about destiny and all that crap, but I don't think that's why you're really here.
No, I never did I?
Let's see how committed he is.
Of course you do. I know things, remember? You think you could make it around this part of the galaxy without me? Don't answer that. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not naive enough to believe that that's behind his motives.
The hermit says he's tired of living alone in the giant forest, and you find that hard to believe. How cynical are you?
Pretty
How many
cynical.
kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then
16.
there's all the critters
It's my record.
and the
Suck it.
Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
Damn right it is.
So I could.
No.
Well, not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind of idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Like, you know, I find it hard. I mean, I talked to you in the forest, and you know my destiny. That doesn't. Why?
Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest.
Well, that's good.
Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Thank you. You have no idea. That. Okay. You know, people have been constantly annoying me about who I am and how even freaking Karth, and he's not even a Jedi. So
Well,
yeah.
I, for one, am quite content to let you make your own mistakes.
Thanks.
Just because I want to see where this ends up doesn't mean I need to tell you how to get there. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Are we Sunrider?
Nomi Sunrider.
Hey.
She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
That was a pretty good comeback.
Nonsense. Have I ever refused to help you when you asked? How confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo!
Now, I'm pretty sure the war he's referring to isn't the current war, the Jedi Civil War that's going on right now. It's actually Exar Kun's war that happened a little while before this. So, I mean, That's cool to know. Tarkoon was a pretty infamous figure in Star Wars history.
I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my shift is over. I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my shift is over.
I need to get to the Sith underground areas. What's in the private in here? Security My French skills have advanced. Je parle le grand français. So what's in here? If I remember correctly...
Nope, brother. Didn't work.
Fuck. There's some kind of... There's something in there that'll help us get to the Sith base. I just don't remember how. And you even had combat in a while. I kind of miss combat. I mean, the story in this game is amazing. It's some of BioWare's best work, which is saying something, because BioWare's pretty odd, except for the Mass Effect 3 ending. Oh my god, that's terrible. But, the combat in this game is fun, too. Even if it's not extremely fast-paced, it's still entertaining to watch. This little sword fight animations that happen when you go near someone. Oh, those are... Whoever decided to implement those is probably one of the smartest people I know. I mean, I don't know them, but I can think of. Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, this wall that I just ran into. Stephen Hawking. God damn it, stop running into walls, Isaac. You're Sith. You're Selkath. What's over here? Hey, let's see what. I don't know what that sound means. I wish I did, but I don't.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Selkath stop them?
Because the Selkath don't give a crap. That's why. Like you. Well, you're too nice to be. There's some Selkath earlier that are being absolute jerks, but shut up. Stop being reasonable. Oh, maybe this will help. Hello, my orange and yellow friend and red friend.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
We know why they're loading so much Kolto, goddammit. Don't be an idiot. Questions about Auto City. Mission from the Jedi Council. Seen Thunder Case. Which one? I don't know. I guess we'll ask why they're loading so much Kolto, even though we know.
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Okay, so I've always been confused about the relationship between Kolto and Bacta, because I know Bacta is harvested from, if I remember correctly, it's a plant that's harvested from certain planets, and there's, a few companies, at least during, the time of Luke's New Jedi Academy, that's controlled by a few companies across the galaxy. It's kind of monopolized, but Bacta doesn't appear to even exist at this point. So, either Bacta didn't exist now, or Kolto was just so effective and just didn't... The Kolto ran out by the time the future came around. Which actually makes sense, considering this takes place 3,000 years before the movies. Sure. I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
I don't actually remember how the case turns out. I know you can prove Sunry innocent, but I don't remember. There's something about it. I don't remember what it was. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's pretty obvious. That's a good question.
The Republic? Well, that makes no sense. Sunry has no enemies in the Republic, and his conviction will make all of our jobs more difficult. If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
I wanted to ask about, the soldiers who are going missing, but I'll ask about this.
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
Don't see a reason why not to ask him.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon?
Holding something back?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
I'm just a humble diplomat who's here to help citizens of the Republic. I doubt if I could be any use to the Jedi Council. Oh yeah, you can. Well, screw you. Let me try persuade.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
Damn it. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phoraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Maybe I'll want some combat. Get that Jedi bloodthirst going. That doesn't actually make any sense, by the way.
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
I enjoy slaughtering Sith soldiers. I kill when I must, for the good of the Republic and the galaxy. That's what Jedi would say. But, how do I get in?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave.